Oh no, here we go with another, and thankfully the final Eminem shit album that we're doing here. And oh boy, it's a doozy because it's a double album. Fucking yay. Alright, let's get into it. Just to quickly clarify that it's not a bad album. It's not bad. It's not too good. It's not great. And it's just. It seems like a disappointment, like with Eminem in this kind of, what would you say, post-Pills era, like the second half of his career, and how these albums have been a disappointment. Not all of them. Obviously Revival was like a low point, and then Kamikaze really brought himself up. But now he's just bringing himself down again with Music to Be Murdered By, Side A and B. Oh, fuck yeah. Almost 2 fucking hours of this. Like with these other albums, like listening to it again, it didn't sound as bad as on the first listen, because the first listen I kind of just go through it real quick and I'm just like, oh, it just sounds like a whole bunch of like gooey slop, just rap slop, just nothing really standing out that much or anything, but some things are standing out now that I listen to it. But I did remember being very disappointed when this came out, when the side A came out, because it was like, Music to Be Murdered By. All right, Eminem's back in his horrorcore element. All right, he's going to be talking about killing bitches and all this sort of thing. That might be fun. It might be a bit of a return to kind of the more Slim Shady, kind of debaucherous kind of lyricism and horrorcore music that he was creating back then. I would hope so. And then on the first fucking track, it teases you with like the sound of like a woman being stabbed. That's how it opens up. But then once he starts rapping, the first thing he says is that he's just bitching and being very petty about like the backlash that he's been getting to his albums. And then across the rest of the album, it's all very, very spotty and very, very uncohesive. I guess one of the things that Eminem is putting forward is that he's not about murdering people, he's about murdering this beat. Yeah, look how I murdered this bar. Oh, that's just great. Just the way he does that. I mean, the horrorcore, the whole murdering and all that is present, but so are a lot of things. There's a lot going on lyrically, and even within like one song, like he's got all sorts of things. There's just no real clear theme, even though there should be, because you have the title of the track and how it connects to the Alfred Hitchcock album and how he has samples coming through it on the album. But it never it's not cohesive. It just goes from one thing to another, like just so suddenly. And really, like across this 2 hours of shit, I had to put together my own album, and even that's too long. Put together my own track listing amongst these 2 albums. But, Side A is certainly better than Side B. But, I mean, like, some of these songs across both sides, he's just covering so many topics. Like, obviously, he's rapping about his frustration at his waning acclaim. How he's like, oh, I made Revival and you guys don't even like it. What the fuck? Even talk shit about Tekashi on one of the songs. And it's like, all right, we want to fucking go there, huh? The Tekashi, I praised him before. You fucking think you're so much better than him? And also his relationship issues and that whole thing, and racist police brutality. And sometimes it seems like he's doing this all in one song. He's just going from one to the other. He's just like hopping so quickly, and it's just like, god damn, he can't really keep anything together. I don't even know where to begin with all this crap. I mean, I don't think I can really talk about this album like track by track because it is just so schizophrenic. But I mean, in terms of the horrorcore, like, I guess there is a bit of that, and there is a bit of like the genuine anger that comes through with that as well. Like a track like my stepdad, which is cool, which is a track that I dig. I mean, it is kind of an ugly sounding like chorus and an ugly beat underneath it, but it's supposed to be an ugly song, and I think it is a bit more, within that song, a bit more of a clearer picture of what Eminem's trying to rap about. on this track, and it's very clear, just talking shit about his stepdad and like domestic problems from his childhood, as he's done on many, many songs before. I mean, this track kind of reminds me of My Mum, the song from Relapse. And even though Eminem's kind of covered a lot of this, like that domestic troubles from his childhood before, I think with here, he's tackling a new thing because he's now talking shit about his stepdad rather than his dad or his mum. And now it's about like, the guy coming in to fuck his mum and all that kind of problem. And then it ends with him killing him and everything. So that's new and good, but it's just... But I don't think it really has, exactly the best storytelling capabilities or even rhyming capabilities that Eminem has shown before in those songs. So it's something new, and I keep it on my official fucking Music to Be Murdered by official version that condenses all this shit. But that's the thing. I still got to include some mediocre songs onto my mix. And then he does talk about his dad on Leaving Heaven. Oh boy, Leaving Eminem, Skylar Grey collaboration. Oh boy, what a fucking untalented bitch. Just the most mundane choruses and hooks and it's got that stomp clap thing going for it. But there is something a little bit epic behind the production, I suppose. I think generally there's nothing quite uncomfortable to listen to musically across this album. I guess it's not that bad. I would say it's listenable, but I mean, and I was just listening to the song again, and it ends with him just like really railing against his dad and saying how he's hoping to go to hell so he can tell him how much he hates him and all this kind of thing. Whatever. I mean, I guess there's the emotion there's the anger there, but he doesn't. He's still again like throwing in all this other shit on the song, like, oh, my fans don't like me anymore, and this and that, and it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Just there's just too much in the pot, too many ingredients, too much going on, and then like one of the more, I guess, popular songs, Darkness, like the first single off of this whole thing, which was it is a well-intended track about the whole guns in America. And the fucking Las Vegas shooting in particular. I mean, again, like a decent beat underneath it all, but the chorus is just so unfulfilling. It's just Eminem kind of just going through the emotions, and a lot of his rapping is just pretty unimpressive on this track, where sometimes he just doesn't even finish a bar. He's just, which is strange. Like he's just, hey, I like the twist. The twist in it is cool, how he just goes from making it sound like he's talking about himself, about to go on stage, and then actually it's about the Stephen Paddock. About that whole thing, so yay. But there's one line, and maybe there's even more than that, but it still seems like he's trying to like throw out these bars where he's like, yo, check this out. Like where he says people are like jumping around. Some of them are John Travolta, staying alive by inches. Oh damn, oh boy. He's still dropping these kinds of bars in like a song. Like, it just seems like he doesn't have like a tonal consistency. That's the problem with like this. One of the fucking problems with this song is that he just can't like land it. I know a lot of people like this song, and I'm just saying it's the intention behind it that's better than the execution. Good old. And I think that's it in terms of bloody. I mean, what else is there when it comes to him like talking about decapitating women and all that? I mean, this is Music to Be Murdered by, but it's all just a bunch of absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I mean, I suppose the final songs on both these sides, like I Will, pretty damn good song, actually. Like a very, kind of catchy. Kind of a catchy tune, and this, along with Ya Ya, are like the two songs on side A, or I think across the whole damn thing, where he gets like a whole rap posse, and they all get a verse each. And I think most of them, maybe not everyone, but most people do pretty damn well across all these tracks, Eminem included, where I guess on the last verse on I Will, he does say, this will be the illest shit I ever say, and then towards that end of the verse, I guess he does finally get into like kind of like it's been building up, where he just suddenly like throws out, this whole thing about, I don't know, babies going into orphanages and then being aborted and all this kind of thing, and like all this baby killing and whatever. So yeah, that's all like kind of nice and all to have that kind of gross horrorcore lyricism there, but it's just like, after all this, it's just too late, man. It's just too late. Like, yeah, I actually thought there was more, but there really isn't. I mean, there's just fuck all. Or maybe it's just like peppered out throughout the album, but there's just no consistency where it's just going from one thing to another. Oy vey. So I guess onto the other tracks, just any other track. I mean, talking about inconsistency, we have the song Those Kind of Nights featuring Ed Sheeran. Well, it turns out this track isn't even that bad. It's really not. Like, it's got like a, I don't know, a bit of an Ed Sheeran vibe to it, especially when he sings, obviously. But like, this is a song where things are a bit more lyrically straightforward. Like it's a bit more evocative of a night out and debauchery, and kind of like looking back on those times and missing those times back with D12 and everything. So it's kind of a neat song, really. And yeah, I feel like an Eminem Ed Sheeran collab could have gone a lot worse, and it really didn't. This is much better than River with the truth and his old shit on that song. Yeah, Ed Sheeran doesn't have any weird vocal deliveries or tics like that. So that's nice. Some of the songs do have like a nice somber tone to them, and I don't mind that. Like You Gon' Learn, or even Unaccommodating. Not bad. I mean, I don't know. I might keep it on my fucking official track list. But You Gon' Learn, pretty good verse from Royce da 5'9", and although the chorus is really fucked up, like what's with all these like special effects going on and wacky like record scratching? Like, what the fuck? Leave it alone. Leave it. You don't need to do anything. Why are you putting all this shit on there? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. So I don't know, but like with that song and No Regrets, Don Toliver. Yeah, I dig that song as well. I like the chorus of it, and Eminem kind of getting more, like, finally, like, I think he apologizes, or at least somewhat apologizes to Earl and Tyler for the kind of shit that he said previously. And it's a bit more of a self-reflective song rather than Eminem just being so fucking petty and so defensive, just being like, no, I spit the best. Oh, fuck you. Revival's great. Now he's actually like taking the L. He's taking the L, but he's not smoking it because he's sober now. Yeah, some of these tracks aren't too hot. Little Engine. I don't know. There's something kind of I guess some of the tracks have a bit more of a goofy, like throwing it back to kind of the Eminem show, or more specifically Encore days. And I'm an Encore fan, and I don't find it that bad. I grew up with that album, so it's nostalgic to me. But Little Engine, yeah, it gets a bit more cartoony with the hook and the that little music underneath it. I just feel like it's just, I don't know, the purpose of the song. Why did Eminem make this song? Like, there's nothing particularly funny or amusing about like anything he's rapping about in it. It's just really awkward. And I hate Eminem just like trying to be such a fucking comedian across like this whole album. Well, that's really his shtick nowadays. And it's very annoying. Like, as I said, he can't even keep it out of a song about a mass shooting. He's always got to do it. He's always got to put in some stupid like joke. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it seems clever, like where he's saying, I'm looking at my pupils, they're getting cornier. Some good like wordplay here and there, but he's got to take it back, because it's just, a lot of the time it really does not work. A lot of the time it is just downright corny and embarrassing. I don't like Lock It Up. More like Yak It Up, because it just, I don't know, I just find the flow of it's just so annoying. I gotta lock it up. There's something about that song that makes me want to sneeze. And I'm not too keen on In Too Deep. Is that the one where he's like rapping about like, I love you, but you love him, and I'm with her, but I want you, I want you, I don't want him, I wanted you. Again, just like still. Can it, like, it just seems like Eminem, like, you got this fucking 2 hour, 40 song fucking album. Was it 36 song mega album, goddammit. And you're still going on about, like, all these songs, all these topics that you've covered in songs so many times before, like relationships, where it's just like, you know, you're a bitch, or I wish I was with you, but I'm with her, or I'm cheating, or It's just so much of it, man. I'm just tired of it. Can you rap about anything else, man? And what else? Oh god, Marsh, man. Fucking hell. What a fucking nightmare of a chorus. My name is Marston. I'm not this world. Oh, and the special like sound effects that come in on this song as well are just completely, utterly abrasive. It's as if they just stuck them on there and just were like, yeah, this sounds like trash. Drop it. So I'm not heaps keen on that particular song. And Never Love Again. Oh, and again, like another derivative song where it's just like Eminem doing this whole thing where you think he's rapping about a woman, but at the end it's a twist because it turns out he's talking about pills. Oh, ha ha ha. Great. You did the same thing on 25 to Life off Recovery. Great. It sounded much better on that song, and it was a bit more fresh back then. And he also has like the song ends with him flushing pills down the toilet, which is how the whole of Revival ends. So what the fuck, man? Yeah, a lot of these tracks, they're not getting thrown in on mine. I like Ya Ya, even though it's a really good, it bumps in the whip, you know? It just goes hard. Even though they're just taking the Busta Rhymes Ya Ya refrain and just putting it in a bloody, as a sample, you know? But they do a good job. They do probably the best job they could, you know. And I get the feeling that with like these people like Royce da 5 and Black Thought and Q-Tip on the track, kind of makes M's verse, I think at the end, like him. It's good when M has other rappers on his songs and they're good, and it kind of makes him want to have to lift up his game. You know, he always does that, which is great. He needs a bit more. He just needs a bit more pressure, and he doesn't need to be so damn defensive about it, you know. But some of that pressure is good. So that's really... fucking phlegm, man. That's really about it for side A, which is disc 2. That's the thing that doesn't make sense about this whole thing. So you have Music to be Murdered by side B. Wait, it's called... Like, is it not... I'm getting so fucking confused. Wait, I need to look at this properly. So there's two... Music to be Murdered by, like I'm looking on Spotify, just has that one album, okay? But then you go to side B and it has both. But side B comes first, and there's like, I mean, so the album literally opens up with Alfred Hitchcock in a sample saying, "You're now halfway through the album," and it's like, what the fuck? How does this make sense? And obviously side B, which came out in like the end of 2020. It's not a bunch of outtakes. It's a bunch of songs that like M did afterwards because he's mentioning all these COVID references and everything. It doesn't make fucking sense at all. And what the fuck? Why didn't you put side B? I guess because when people click on it, they want to click on side. They want to listen to side B first, so you have more streams. But it doesn't make sense in the album. What the fuck is wrong with you, Eminem? Way to completely fuck up the concept of your album. This is why you gotta get someone like me. It's the same with Kanye. You gotta get someone like me to put together the actual track list for either Music to be Murdered by or Donda. Someone that can actually get a sense of like consistency and flow between one song and the other, and how it puts together a cohesive album that, you know, it doesn't have to be a concept album, but it doesn't have to have a narrative going through, but it has to have some sort of through line, you know. Fucking idiots. Why don't you hire me to put your albums together, just to put the songs together? I'll take 20,000 a song. Oh god. Anyway, side B, which is worse. I don't know, man. Like I don't give a fuck. Like so many of these songs, like Higher and These Demons and Killer, are all just Eminem just being like, you know, I'm the greatest. He's got a British accent now. I'm the greatest. Oh, great. I mean, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like Higher, again, like the stomp clap bullshit. How can I go higher? Just more bloody gym rap from this honky. More bloody gym rap. And a lot of these tracks just, you know, unfortunately we don't have any of the bloody, posse tracks where he gets a bunch of other rappers to like put the pressure on him and lift his game, and, you know, they all have like a great beat to like do maybe different kinds of flows over. No, we just get fucking Ty Dolla $ign. You're my favorite bitch. Oh, just a uncomfortable song. I don't even know what it's about. I can't remember. Just this dumb... What a dumb feature, by the way. You was my favorite bitch. Book of Rhymes. Ugh. DJ Premier. Wasted. Guns Are Blazing with Dr. Dre. Wasted. Fucking wasted. Crap song. Fucking... What a disappointment that is. Although at least the end of the song is so fucking funny. Hang on, I need to find out exactly what they say on it. Where he's like, wasting time debating about who I'm with when I'm not around. Just don't forget who you fucking with when stepping on hallowed ground. Yeah. Got that fucking stupid, not even auto-tune, but like vocoder at the end. It makes the song sound like it's never going to end. They just keep ad-libbing. Oh, fuck me. Anyway, what a bullshit song. Wasting Dr. Dre, wasting Sly Piper, whoever the fuck that is. And then there's the single off this bloody thing, Nat, which, when this fucking side B got released and it was advertised on Spotify, they would play Nat, and they would play like the chorus where he says, these bars are like COVID, you get them right off the bat. Like, again, corny, not just beyond corny, not even like a dad joke, just like embarrassing, awful, the kind of thing that you write out before you write something worthwhile putting on the song. But no, Eminem just wrote it out and was like, oh, this sounds like shit. Put it on the track, make it the lead single, and then put that embarrassing line in the ad for this fucking album. What such a lack of self-awareness, this fucking guy, man. This fucking guy, like, just has no clue. Just one of the worst bars on the fucking whole album of this fucking thing, and you want to put it in the ad? Fuck you. Anyway, onto a better song. Alfred's Theme. Yeah, this is a bit more like it. Like, actually getting into the concept of the album, getting this, like, sampling it, and doing a pretty good job with it. And kind of Eminem just going off on whatever. Like, yeah, he's, again, kind of hopping around different topics, but he's kind of just going with it. Kind of sounds almost like he's freestyling. A few COVID references here and there, which some of which are just they just don't work. They just don't work. But I like how the beat, not really the beat, but the sampling changes up a little bit as Eminem's flow changes up a bit as it goes on, and you know, no real chorus, just him just going off, and kind of like in The Ringer, you know, sometimes you just want to hear that. You just want to hear Eminem with like a good, decent beat underneath going off. And yeah, so I'm down with that track. Tone Deaf, again, kind of taking it back to the Encore days. I'm a fan of Encore. Some cringy lines here, but I don't know, man. I'll defend that song. I'll defend it. I'll fucking defend it. Hey, and then we have the Keys skit. Why? Eminem, like something's wrong. Like it's as if sobriety has rotted his brain. What the fuck happened, man? What the fuck happened? I'd rather him be on drugs. Like this, I don't understand. Like a song like that. I mean, it's just a skit that goes for a minute, but I mean, it's unbelievable. Like something like that. You just think how could a sober person make a song like this? This sounds like someone that's done like, 400 nangs and all these Vicodins and whatever, and smoked a bunch of weed and are on shrooms. It sounds like something they would produce. So it doesn't make sense. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, she loves me. Again. So she loves me and Higher and Leaving Heaven all together have the stomp, clap. Maybe not so much that, but oh my god, man, fucking... That's all you need, just a stomp, clap for these fucking... I'm trying to like imagine the kind of guys at the gym, these honkies, like listening to these stomp, clap, Eminem, gym rap songs and just listening to this bullshit lyrics about like, yo, they tried to come at me, but I came back at them. I made Revival. They thought it sucked, but I came back at them. Ah! That kind of bullshit, like, lyrics. And they're just doing the lifting, and they've got, like, super serious, permanently on their face at all times. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get back at them bullies. Oh, all these people that fucked with me, I ain't to be fucked with. It's like that, that bad bitch mentality where it's just like, you can't fuck with me. Ah! It's like that, but a bit more internal and a bit more like guys just being like, yo, people want to fuck with me, but I won't let them fuck with me. I fuck with them. sound like Scarface. You fuck with me, I fuck with you, man. Huh? You ain't gonna fuck, I'll fuck with you. Fuck me, fuck you. Yeah, that's what I imagine these guys kind of being. Like, completely unfunny, no joking about them. They got like a beer gut still, a beard, bald head, pale ass face, and they're just like, oh, go get it. Listening to Joe Rogan and Eminem. Oh, my hemorrhoid. I burst my hemorrhoid lifting. Oh. That's what you get. They probably listened to Zeus while they were fucking like taking a break. Just some more bullshit fucking. I guess it's not the worst fucking song. Bit of a somber beat to it and everything, and I don't know. I don't really care. Discombobulated is a bit more like it. I don't know. Eminem being a bit more fun, but still having this kind of like being a bit more self-deprecating on the song. I think rather than which you kind of want to go back to. That's why it feels a bit more like Eminem Show Encore, because it's like him not being so full of himself and thinking like that back then the world was like had thought too much about him, and so he just wants to like bring himself down. So that was nice to hear, And I mean, what else is there to fucking say about this album? I mean, I didn't get into Godzilla, right? I mean, what? Just a pretty simple beat for Eminem to just go and break a bloody world record for what most quickest, almost words? No, almost fastest rapping in a hits rap song or whatever. I mean, who gives a fuck? But hey, he's got 1 billion streams on Spotify, so fucking well done, Eminem. Well fucking done. All you gotta do is collab with some dead rapper and go just slipping the N-word there, why don't you? And yeah, you get a bunch of fucking streams, so whoop-de-doo. Oh man, I mean, look, with my own like playlist for this, like it's 18 songs and about an hour long, so I've condensed it down, but really, what I should be doing is bringing it down to EP length. We can't just have everything on here. I mean, I still, like, for me, like, I was trying to, like, fuck around with, like, the whole, you have these Alfred, like, outros and intros and interludes and all this kind of crap, and it was fun to, like, kind of deal around with them and try to, like, solidify the music to be murdered by a concept so I could do Eminem's job for him. Fucking, you should pay me. You should pay me to put together something like this. 20,000 a song. It was fun to do that, but it does seem like a lot of these songs you just gotta fuck them off, I mean, some of these songs I don't like so much musically, but they kind of still hit the concept, and some songs I don't think go well with the concept, but they're good enough, and whatever. Not every song has to be like that, I guess, as long as there's enough of it. As long as it's not like it's just like 30%. Shitting on your fans and shitting on, like, the backlash that you've deservedly gotten, and then 30% relationship troubles, and then 10% music to be murdered by, and then 20% just being like... Anyway, here's my track list. And I'm gonna spit it really quickly, just like Eminem. Hang on. After I did a little bit of addition intro, Black Magic featuring Skylar Crazy, first stream. Oh, it is hard. Tone Deaf, those kind of nights featuring Edgy, Godzilla featuring Juice WRLD, Yaya featuring Royce Survived, Black Folk, Q-Tip, and non Alfred intro, Stepped Out on the Copy Data featuring Young Abbey. You Gotta Learn featuring Royce Survived, Now White Gold, Fuss File, Interlude, Disco Populated, Leaving Heaven featuring Skylar Grey, Dog Rance featuring Dr. Deliver, I Will featuring King Crooked, Royce Survived, Now Joel Ortiz, Alfred, outro. Oh, no, you know what? Now that I've tried it out myself, yeah, it is very hard, Eminem, to like not stumble over, and you got to make it rhyme, and got to keep in the flow. Oh, it's just so difficult. I sounded more like a bloody horse race commentator. Oh, you know what? This album's great. Now that I realize, oh, Eminem, you're so bloody talented, you fucking cracker. Okay, you know what? Going through this again, here's what I would remove. Okay, no, here's the EP length version now. I'm going with only very good songs. Alfred Interlude. Alfred's Theme. Ya Ya. Alfred Intro. You Gon' Learn. As long as you get rid of the fucking effects. Fuss Fire Interlude. Discombobulated. No Regrets. I Will. And then the Alfred Intro. And then a song of Eminem sounding like he has a gun to his head, because he does, as he's forced to read an apology to all the to Earl and Tyler, to all the people who to all the people who shat on Revival that he then shat on, but he shouldn't have done that because Revival is a shat. It's just listening to that album is like being shat in your ear. Anyway, what else is there to say? What else is there to say about like an album that is just full of mostly mediocre songs? He's like sexy, club friendly, but totally dead, uninteresting, sometimes kind of cartoonish, but like gym rap, bullshit, stomp, clap, just wasting all these talented people on there, and just, you know, how about you spend a bit more time on it? Like, this album should have come out this year. Like, what, 4 hours, 4 years after Kamikaze. Just spend a bit more time on it. You don't have to put every fucking song that you make on here, even if it has got Dr. Dre on it, because you're just wasting him. And you're wasting my time, and I'm wasting your time now, me talking about it to you. And I bet Eminem's listening to us being like, fuck you, David, I'm going to write a song about you. And then I'll talk shit about that and be like, this song sucks as well, what the fuck? What a waste of time. But like I say, there's a few good ones in there. There's a few good tracks that kind of just get squeezed out. Just like a bunch of shit, but then you get a little, you know, kind of diamond. That's kind of too nice of a thing to say. A fucking... Some kind of lesser material coming out that's still nice. Discombobulated. Oh my god. And why is he complaining? These albums are like mostly getting good reviews. Like, didn't Kamikaze get mostly good reviews? Like, apart from Revival, he gets mostly good reviews. Some people, like, doesn't he? I think he said, like, on one of the songs, he's like, Kamikaze got 2 stars from this publication. I remember when they gave Bad 2 stars, so it didn't make me feel that bad. Oh, God. Some of the fucking, all the just bloody innuendos and word twistings and puns and everything. I mean, it's all a bit much, and it's not very funny. It's not very funny, is it? Oh, there's a lot of just the shittiness of Eminem that's on this across these fucking albums, like the just putting too much shit on. It's just like Curtain Call 2, which has a terrible fucking cover, and it doesn't even have anything to do with Curtain Call. Like, why can't it be him, like, peeking behind a curtain, being like, oh, you want more? You know, kind of thing, or something. Rather, it's just him doing devil horns, looking like a fucking cringy old dad, and it's got like a pinball theme to it on the cover. Like, what the fuck? What does that have to do with anything? And this fucking album is 2 hours and 41 minutes long. And it has lighters on it. Fucking lighters. The worst song off that Bad Meets Evil EP. You fucking moron. You fucking idiot. Is there really no other song from that EP? Okay, I guess there is. But that's bullshit. Fuck that song. This one's for you and me. The light is good. Oh, fucking Bruno Mars, man. What a terrible song. That EP's pretty cool. I dig it. I want to listen to it right now. You got like Walk on Water and Nat. It's just all over the place. Like, what the fuck, man? Unbelievable. You're never over. 3 a.m. The monster. Yeah, like a lot of goddamn tracks off Revival on this fucking thing. I mean, just. Ugh. And then like the song he made for Elvis, and then this thing and that thing. And the Venom. And the Venom song. Oh, that's great. And beautiful. You're so beautiful. Oh, shitty. And where's... I mean, obviously, like, look, when it comes to, like, greatest hits, obviously it's just going to be the fucking singles. It's not going to be actual good songs, which is the fucking shit thing about Eminem. I mean, it's like on Relapse, you know, the singles were the worst thing about that album, and the deep cuts were good. And a lot of that applies probably to Revival somewhat as well, and Kamikaze, because you don't have the good songs off Kamikaze. I mean, you don't have the good songs off Marshall Mathers LP 2, right? No, you just got fucking Berserk and shit. You don't have, you know, I guess the song you did with Kendrick, right? I don't see it here, so fuck you. Yeah, it's not exactly... It's the hits. Oh, it doesn't say that. The last one said that. Curtain Call, the hits. This one's just called Curtain Call 2. Electric Boogaloo. What a bunch of shit. I just think Eminem's just really... He seems to work hard, but he doesn't seem to be putting the effort into the right area, which is making good music, or just having an idea of like how to like make an album a bit more, you know, cohesive and have a through line going through it, which he did somewhat with fucking his previous albums, his earlier stuff. Oh man, I can't say I'm really looking forward to any more Eminem albums. Well, I guess I am. I mean, look, I will listen to him. This is how I've always felt. I will listen to him at least once, like barely even paying attention. And if it doesn't grab me, then I don't give a fuck. And I'm not doing any more of these fucking podcasts on Eminem. I'm not doing any more reviews on this shit because he's just wasting my time. Look at him looking over there, looking at me, just being like, I'm very serious. Fuck off. I'm not going to be doing any more if he has any more albums coming out, which I'm sure he will. He'll probably have like 6 albums come out next year, and they'll all be shit, and they'll all be fucking 6 hours long, and it'll just be fucking, oh god, you know. And I swear to God, there's albums like King Mathers, like these lost bootleg albums that are better. They're made up of like outtakes and tracks that only got leaked, and they're better than the shit he's putting out nowadays. Cool, blimey. I don't know, man. That's it. That's it for fucking Eminem, and that's it for... That's as far as he's gotten now. And judging by what he's been doing lately on like making these fucking NFT advertisement tracks and just more bullshit collabs with Dre and just horseshit greatest hits albums that are just all over the place. And I mean, the best songs that he's been releasing recently have been like older songs, like off of the Eminem Show 20th anniversary, you know, those outtake tracks that he put on there. That's the best that we can get from him now, just listening to his older stuff if it gets leaked, because Eminem's dead now. Happy 50th birthday, by the way. Anyway, that's the Marshall Mathers. I mean, music to be murdered by LP Skibbity Boo. Yeah, some good stuff on there. Like, I imagine if he releases another album, any other album he releases must have at least 2 or 3 good tracks that I can put together in my not shit new Eminem song playlist on Spotify.com.au. This has been the David Morgan Brown Experience, boy. Eminem, I'm coming for you, cracker ass boy. Yeah, I get you. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I think I'm quitting energy drinks and it's already doing a number on me.